Hello again, good evening. We are back with three more actually, three more delusional Arsenal fan tweets from today. They've been at it again, trying to gaslight everybody about the performance in midweek against Leverkusen and what is yet to come in the season, because obviously we're winning the quadruple, as we all know and trust. And speaking of trust, in Mikel we trust. Apparently, according to this guy, who is the first on the screen, you can see in at number 3. This is, of course, a show where we count down the top 3 delusional tweets that I have found on X today. To be fair, there are so many, there may be more that are even worse than this, but these ones are bad enough. This one has 93.3k views, and this is from a guy called North Bank Nadim, the Arsenal, in Mikel we trust. And he has put this quote contrast here right in front of us, and it's about the Real Madrid performances in the Champions League in the past couple of years versus us, and then against Man City, because this somehow proves something. I'm not sure what exactly it proves. I guess he's just trying to prove that we're absolutely amazing and Arteta's a genius and basically the king of the planet. So he says, Arsenal 3, Real 0, 2025. Somebody said, by the way, this is a poor Real Madrid side. They are not what they once were in Europe. Somebody said that back then. Fast forward to 2026, such a juxtaposition, such hypocrisy is the point of this tweet. Someone's saying, after the 3-0, there's just something about this competition in Real Madrid. Incredible. Now, number one, these weren't said by the same person, so this tweet kind of falls apart. It falls at the first hurdle, because this would work if this was let's just say Paul Scholes or Gary Neville or Jamie Carragher. Somebody, insert your favourite or least favourite pundit from the past, pundit player from the past, whoever it may be. It would only work if it was the same person. It's not the same person. These are different people. This doesn't prove anything. I want to know what this guy proves. He doesn't even say. He doesn't even say what he's trying to prove here. Different people sometimes have different perspectives, by the way. And also, 1 year on, what you have to remember as well, by the way, that game against Real Madrid at home for Arsenal was not going that well for Arsenal until the free kicks. Yes, of course, we took it away from Real Madrid. I'm not denying that. But for him to kind of come across and say that, essentially what he's trying to say is Arsenal are the best European team, and this is the evidence. That's not evidence. Evidence is winning the actual fucking trophy in the end, which, I hope we do, but given the performance against Leverkusen, it doesn't really seem that likely if we continue playing like that. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully we book our ideas up. But that is the point. Please prove people like me wrong. But yes, this is a comparison. Is just kind of like, why are you using this as a comparison other than just to try and sort of back your ideas about, delusions of grandeur about this manager and where the team is heading under the manager? The team can do very well. The team in of itself is just, for me, the manager, which is the underlying issue. So if we move on to number 2, cheers North Bank Nadim, on to number 2. It's very simple. This guy Avi just put Havertz menace for scoring a penalty. He's a menace for coming on and then within a few minutes scoring a penalty, just about as well. A menace. This whole idea that Kai Havertz's return is going to bring the glory home for Arsenal. I mean, again, I hope it does. I'm kind of sceptical, I can't lie. We haven't really seen anything that indicates he might actually do that, and this is kind of my point. The over-the-top, grandiose, celebration of things that haven't actually happened yet. I mean, if Havertz had a track record of repeatedly taking teams to titles, he's got 1 goal in a Champions League final. He seems to be living off that. Yeah, he was an integral part of that Leverkusen invincible team. Yeah, cool. But for us, for Arsenal, what's he done? Scored, 13, 14 goals in a season? Cool. Where did that get us? Nowhere. And how is he a menace exactly for taking a penalty? How is he? I don't understand how this works. These people are very strange. I don't really get where they're coming from with this. Who is this guy anyway? Aviv. He's got 60,000. What? How? He's got 60,000 followers. 60,000. How? What? This guy? Seriously. That said, he does follow. What? Look at that. 26.9k. Maybe this is a bot. You never know with these accounts, do you? You never know who's a bot or not. That seems like kind of botty behaviour to me. But anyway, Havertz menace. What? Why? Why exactly is he a menace? It doesn't really explain it. Scoring a penalty after you just come on is not really menacing behaviour. It's just kind of like being in the right place at the right time. So if that makes you a menace, then I don't know. I don't think Dennis has to worry about it. Dennis the Menace, an actual proper... Who Havertz... Dennis Bergkamp, a.k.a. Dennis the Menace, who Havertz has been compared to recently by very, very foolish people who should probably not go onto public forums and say these kind of things, and say things like Dennis Bergkamp would make a all-time Arsenal 11 playing in the midfield. We've heard that as well. So these people are a menace. People like Avi are a menace, not Havertz. Anyway, on to numero uno of the day. Now this one is from Sick Ranches at Smug14 Smile. Thierry Henry. This is the thing with these people. They have the likes of Thierry Henry as avatars, Dennis Bergkamp, whomever it may be, and yet they are backing a failure of a process. It's quite strange. A process which has only delivered one FA Cup in 7 years, which, if that was happening when Dennis Bergkamp or Thierry Henry was in the team, which it wouldn't, but let's say it was, those players would leave. They wouldn't be sold. They would literally demand to leave. So, yeah, that's that. But this guy, basically, this is part of a wider post about like the proficiency of the manager and what we've been doing over the past few years. And basically it's a response to this guy Guna's Dart Room saying, why should we believe in a manager who's bottled the league twice, spent over $1 billion, won just the FA Cup in 6 years, to know what he's doing? And this guy, can you fucking believe this comment? Yeah, can you believe this comment? He did all those things in only 6 years. Can you let's absorb that information? Maybe sick is a very, very appropriate name. Arteta did all those things in only 6 years. Bottled the league twice, spent over $1 billion, won an FA Cup in only 6 years. We should just be thankful that he gets out of bed every morning and chooses to manage us and doesn't go to Real Madrid or Barcelona, right? Fuck me. All those things in only 6 years. Imagine if you were around Sick Ranches for the Wenger days, when Wenger won a double in his first 2 years, and then within 6 years he won 2 doubles. I think it was how many years till the Invincible? 7 years? The 7th year was the Invincible year, I think, wasn't it? 7th year? 2000? Let me do my maths. Yeah, I think that's right. 7th year. So we're coming up to Arteta's 7th year. So by this point in Wenger's reign, let's say by the end of the season, Wenger had won 2 doubles, another title which was Invincible. Arteta's won 1 FA Cup, and this guy is saying he did all that in only 6 years. Fuck me. And I put down here, yeah, that's not good enough for Arsenal standard. He put since when, and I said, since we are the 3rd biggest club in England. And he hasn't replied to that, because he knows I'm right. So I don't understand how my brain can't compute the fact that someone thinks that winning 1 FA Cup in 6 years and bottling the league twice is something you can sort of say, well, all in 6 years, that's amazing. I mean, maybe if you're a fan of, like, respectfully, West Ham or something like that, if somebody took over West Ham, got them in several title races, failed, but also won an FA Cup, perhaps then you could make that point. But for Arsenal Football Club, it goes back to the wider point that these fans, they disrespect our club. They disrespect the tradition of Arsenal. They do not see us as a big club. It's mid-club mentality, and I'm kind of sick of it. And if you push back against it, you get ironically and sardonically called Standards FC, like having standards is a bad thing, apparently. These people, I swear to God, Sick Ranches, how many people follow him? 470, that's a relief. I was hovering over that and fucking terrified this would say 47k, not 470. But it says 470. Cool. Well, you know, all the best. All the best to you. He's got everybody doing the Gyökeres thing. And yeah, that's what can we say about that? So, yes, there we go. This is more examples of the weird way that people view what's happening with our football club. It is very weird that you could view what's happened in the past 6 years as some kind of monumental success that you could never have predicted. Basically, what this line is saying in another way is, God, I can't believe he's done all that in only 6 years. Well, how long does this guy how long does this guy reckon this shit can go on for? So basically, by that token, if we win 2 FA Cups in 12 years, is that all those things in only 12 years? That's how it extrapolates. This guy's a fucking moron. Honestly, had enough of it. I will be back tomorrow with an Everton preview. Yes, Everton preview tomorrow. I think I'm going to drop that about 3 p.m. I'm going to be on Level-Headed Gooner, the Level-Headed Arsenal fan, Rashid's channel, at 4 p.m. doing the lineup, the preview. There'll be another Mutant video as well tomorrow, so look out for that. Cheers for the support, guys. Hope you have a good weekend. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.